Don't move. Don't take another step inside a life you haven't even chosen. You've been operating on autopilot, running in every direction except the one that matters, reacting, surviving, drifting like a ship with no captain and no destination. Look closely at your life. Look at the routine. Look at how many days you've lived without actually being alive. You wake up, you scroll, you compare, you complain, you wish, you worry. But you rarely choose, and that's the problem. You are living like a shadow. Instead of living like a man with purpose, before you do anything, you must wake up. Not physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You must look yourself in the mirror and say, who am I? What do I want? What do I stand for? And what kind of man do I refuse to be any longer? Because until you know your North Star, every step you take is a step in the wrong direction. Think of a lion. It doesn't waste time chasing butterflies. It hunts with intention, with clarity, with purpose. You need that. You need to stop living blind. Stop letting days slip through your fingers. Stop letting distractions become your destiny. Your life is a battlefield, and no warrior goes to war without a mission, so don't do anything until you decide who you are, until you choose your purpose, until you declare your identity with fire in your chest. Wake up, take ownership, choose your path. Only then does your story truly begin. A man's downfall rarely comes from one big mistake. It comes from small poisons he tolerates daily. A little negativity here, a little distraction there, a friend who drains him slowly, a habit that steals his strength quietly. Poison doesn't kill instantly. It kills through repetition. And the truth is brutal. You're carrying weights that were never meant for you, people who guilt you, habits that weaken you, thoughts that cage you. Look around. Your life. Look at the people you allow into your mind. Ask yourself, does this person fuel me or drain me? Does this habit build me or break me? Does this thought empower me or imprison me? If it drains you, it's poison. If it limits you, it's poison. If it steals your peace, it's poison, and a king cannot build an empire while drinking poison. You must cut it. Cut the fake friends. Cut the comfort habits. Cut the emotional parasites. Cut the distractions disguised as entertainment. Cut the voices that tell you maybe later, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. Because every time you choose poison over progress, you lose a piece of yourself, a piece of your fire, a piece of your destiny. You deserve better. You were meant for more. But you cannot rise if your environment is pulling you down like quicksand. So don't do anything. Don't chase success. Don't plan your future. Don't dream big until you clean your circle and purify your habits. Your life cannot grow in toxic soil. Cut the poison. Then watch your strength return. Greatness is not complicated. It is not magical. It is not reserved for the chosen few. Greatness belongs to the disciplined. You can pray for success. You can hope for change. You can cry for a better life. But if you refuse discipline, You refuse destiny. Discipline is the blade that sharpens a man. And right now, your blade is dull. You wake up late. You break promises to yourself. You negotiate with laziness. You let your emotions control your actions. But champions do the opposite. They act first. Feelings come second. Excuses don't exist. Ask yourself, what would my life look like if I stopped lying to myself? What if I did the work even when I didn't feel like it? What if I became the man who always follows through? That man is unstoppable. Discipline is not pain. Discipline is not suffering. Discipline is the highest form of self-respect. When you discipline yourself, you're saying, I deserve better than comfort. I deserve better than excuses. I deserve the life I dream of. Don't do anything until you commit to mastery. Master your mornings. Master your body. Master your habits. Master your focus. Because once a man controls himself, he controls his fate. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for the right moment. Do not wait for inspiration. Move, execute. Dominate. When discipline becomes your lifestyle, success becomes inevitable. There are men who are stuck not because they lack talent, but because they are chained to a past they refuse to release. You've punished yourself long enough. You've carried guilt long enough. You've lived in the shadow of old mistakes long enough. Look at your heart, it's bruised. Look at your mind, it's heavy. Look at your soul, it's tired. Not because you are weak, but because you are dragging years of emotional weight behind you, brother. You cannot build a future while holding your past hostage. The scars you hide, every king has them. The failures you regret, every warrior has fallen. The choices you wish you could erase, every man has walked through hell. But the strongest men are the ones who rise anyway. Ask yourself, why am I punishing myself for being human? Why am I letting one chapter define my entire story? Why am I letting yesterday steal what belongs to tomorrow? You deserve forgiveness. Not from others, from yourself. Forgive the mistakes. Forgive the younger version of you who didn't know any better. Forgive the failures that taught you strength. Forgive the moments that broke you open, because those moments did not ruin you. They rebuilt you. Don't do anything. Don't chase goals. Don't try to become a new man until you release the old one. Drop the guilt. Drop the shame. Drop the pain you've carried for years. Only then can your future breathe. Life will test you. Life will crush you. Life will break you to your knees, just to see if you will stand back up. And most men don't. Most men quit. Most men surrender before the battle even begins. But not you. Not anymore. Inside you is a fire you've ignored for too long, a warrior you've silenced, a fighter you've caged behind fear and doubt. This is the moment you wake him up. Ask yourself, am I ready to stop surviving and start fighting? Am I ready to stop wishing and start working? Am I ready to stop dreaming and start becoming? Because the world will not hand you greatness. It won't knock on your door and say, "Here, Take everything you ever wanted. You must take it with discipline, with hunger, with relentless aggression. The man who fights wins. The man who resists grows. The man who stands back up becomes unbreakable. You don't need motivation. You need a decision, a commitment, a vow. Don't do anything until you promise yourself, I will not quit. I will not surrender. I will not die with my potential still inside me. Rise like a warrior. Walk like a king. Fight like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your future is waiting. Your greatness is waiting. Your victory is waiting. Decide to fight, and nothing will stop you.